The life of Saint Hieronymus Emiliano is a story of salvation, boundless love, and devoted sacrifice. Born in 1481 in Venezuela to a noble family, Saint Hieronymus embarked on a long journey filled with challenges and upheavals, ultimately becoming a revered saint and an exemplary figure of moral and charitable living. This journey, though not always bright and easy, has become a great source of inspiration for all Christian believers. From an early age, Hieronymus was raised in a traditional family that held faith in high regard. However, life's challenges led him down a different path, one of luxury and indulgence, especially when he was caught up in the battle to defend his homeland. When he was very young, Hieronymus joined the military during a time when Venezuela was being invaded. His years in the army, instead of being filled with a brave life dedicated to protecting his homeland, led him into a life of indulgence and immorality. Life in the military was not only filled with long, tense days of war but also with moments that eroded the purity of his soul. At this time, Hieronymus gradually lost his connection to faith and no longer thought of God or the moral values that his family and the church had taught him. Military life, with its sins and vices, drove Hieronymus into a state of despair, with no hope for a bright future. During this period, his distance from God made him feel empty inside. Although he had gained recognition and glory in the military, none of these could fill the void in his soul. It was at this moment that he realized a life full of fame but devoid of love and faith could never bring true happiness. When Hieronymus was arrested and imprisoned, this marked a crucial turning point in his life. During the dark months in prison, Hieronymus experienced a true awakening. A miraculous event occurred when he prayed to the Virgin Mary, asking to be delivered and promising to go on a pilgrimage if he was freed. In his moment of desperation, his prayer was answered by God. In a strange turn of events, Hieronymus was set free from prison. This was a clear sign that God had heard his plea, and from that moment, his life would be completely transformed. Hieronymus realized that his former life had been a series of mistakes, and he knew he needed to change in order to live a holy life. After being freed, Hieronymus decided to fulfill the promise he had made during his prayer. He embarked on a pilgrimage to the shrine of the Virgin Mary, where he hoped to find peace in his soul and restore his relationship with God. This pilgrimage was not just a simple event in his life, but a journey of rediscovery. Upon reaching the shrine of the Virgin Mary, Hieronymus felt the immense mercy and boundless love from God and the Virgin. This event marked a turning point in his life, awakening him to the realization that life must be lived for a higher purpose to serve God and humanity. After rediscovering his faith, Hieronymus decided to dedicate his life to God. In 1518, he was ordained a priest. Although he had a position in the church, Hieronymus did not choose a life of comfort or seek personal glory. Instead, he committed himself to charitable work, focusing on serving the poor, orphan children, and those neglected by society. He devoted all his wealth to building orphanages, schools, and nursing homes. Hieronymus believed that a priest should not only teach doctrine but also take action to help those who are most in need. One of the most notable stories about Hieronymus is when he used all his resources to help homeless children. He nurtured and educated them, helping them become valuable members of society. These orphan children were not only provided with material care but also taught moral values so that they could live good lives. Understanding that his charitable work needed a strong organization to grow, Hieronymus decided to establish the religious order Servants of the Poor. This order not only cared for orphan children but also educated future priests and spread the teachings of God. With the help of collaborators, Hieronymus built a strong community where people lived in love, sacrifice, and service. Hieronymus' order quickly grew and spread to many places, helping thousands of orphan children and the poor. The monks in his order not only provided material support but also offered spiritual guidance, assisting those facing difficulties in life. One of the most notable aspects of Hieronymus' life was his devoted sacrifice in caring for the sick. When an epidemic ravaged the area where he lived, he did not hesitate to enter infected zones to tend to the ill. Even though he knew he could contract the disease, he remained fearless and persistently cared for the patients, bringing medicine directly to their homes. This sacrifice clearly demonstrated Hieronymus' love for the poor and suffering. As a result, he was not only respected within the church but also in the local community where he lived. The life of Saint Hieronymus Emiliano is a testament to a life full of faith, sacrifice, and charity. Though he began with a misguided youth, he found salvation through God's forgiveness and his determination to live according to his true calling. Saint Hieronymus is a model of unwavering faith and boundless love. The life of Saint Hieronymus Emiliano offers a valuable lesson for all of us. No matter the circumstances, we can always find light in faith and love. The mistakes of the past are not an end, but an opportunity to begin anew and live a meaningful life. The lessons from his life remind us of the importance of forgiveness, sacrifice, and serving the poor. We should live our lives with a noble purpose, to love and help those around us, for this is the path to true salvation. The life of Saint Hieronymus Emiliano is a testament to God's boundless love and miraculous forgiveness. From a misguided individual, he became a shining example of faith and charity, serving the poor and orphan children. His life has illuminated faith, hope, and love in the lives of many.